Hello, New Beginnings Church family. As your pastor, I do keep you in my prayers as we live in this pandemic and experience the realities of isolation that we're all experiencing now. I am endeavoring to discern the Lord's leading as I continue to be a faithful pastor to the Lord and to our church family. Over the last couple of weeks, I've written to you to encourage you to take full advantage of the time of isolation by learning to be still and learning to listen to what's going on under the radar in your life and to sense the voice of the Lord and to be quiet before Him. And then to add the ingredients of the Word of God into your life by reflective reading on His Word over and thinking about it and over and inviting God to speak to your heart and then to respond to Him little by little. I don't know if you put those practices into your life, but those are all things you do on our own. But see, our Christian journey with the Lord was never meant to be a solo, or a private journey. Even though we're not meeting in our building, and I'm at my office today, and even though we don't gather together on Sundays or other days, we are still the New Beginnings Christian Fellowship Church family. We are still His church. And what we've been able to do is being able to work together to meet through technology that God has provided through mankind. And I want to invite you, I want to encourage you, I even want to plead with you to participate in what I'm about to share. You see, the day of being a religious consumer is quickly coming to a close, as we are discovering. Like it or not, here's some realities we've got to face. And the return to being a true community of faith, sharing life together, at least at some level, is now going to be a very important and new reality that I was beginning to lean into for our church family, along with others. We were headed this direction anyway. And I want to invite you to continue the journey, to develop the opportunity to develop a new rhythm of life together, to taste and see that the Lord is good, even in this time of isolation, with the Word of God, with prayer, and sharing time together. You know, the Jews stopped and they prayed 7 times a day. And the church, the early church, even continued in that rhythm. You can see where the prophet Daniel practiced that rhythm even when the Jews were in exile. Peter practiced that rhythm when he was in Joppa. The church of Antioch practiced it along with the Apostle Paul, even in his travels. Jesus said that men ought to always pray and not to give up in Luke 18:1. So what I've done on Zoom, I've been able to set up communal prayer times, listening to the Word of God, and just reciting communal prayers together 3 times a day. We do that. Now, why are you doing this? Number one, I want to continue to build our community of faith, okay? Build a solid foundation that grounds us together. But also, this is a tool of discipleship that shapes our lives together, because we can come there and receive, and we can stop in there, and just by the gift of our presence with one another, we give to one another. We share our joys, our burdens, our brokenness, and our tears. Yes, I invite you to come and join together 3 times a day, Monday through Saturday, and twice on Sunday at 8 o'clock in the morning, every Monday through Saturday, and at 9 a.m. on Sunday mornings, and then noon on every day, Monday through Saturday, and then on the evenings, every evening at 9 p.m., we're going to gather together. Some have likened it to an evening of having a great bedtime story with the Lord before we close for the evening. Some have likened it to a great metaphor of all of us gathering around a campfire, and that fire is the Spirit of God burning in our midst, where anxiety and stresses, broken hearts and tears have been shared, joys have been shared, encouragement has been given, And I want to encourage you to come and taste and see that the Lord is good. Stick with it. And let's be a community of faith together as we refine this tool that we have. Yes, it's not a perfect situation. And yes, it has its bumps and everything. But I'll tell you what, it's been great to see each other, to pray together, to listen, and to be the New Beginnings Church family still. Would you join us? All you have to do is let me know that you would like to be involved by a phone call, by an email, by you letting somebody know and they'll let me know, and I'll get you lined up either through telephone or through the internet. I invite you to join us, New Beginnings Church family. I want you to know I love you all, and we want to continue to be the church that God has called us to be, faithful to Him. Thank you so much for giving me your time. God bless you today.